Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Swish Nomads, a place where our game is discussed by our people. And then it's an honor and a privilege to be able to talk about African basketball with my co-hosts, with the beard, with Gigi, and with the OG boss lady. Chivalry is still alive, so I'm a gentleman. So ladies first, please let me introduce you, OG, the real OG, the boss lady, the,
I feel
the
like
real
I'm gonna put
MVP.
like claps here, claps here, claps here, claps here. Hi, my name is Ogene Carroll, aka OG, aka Olivia Pope, aka I just get stuff done. That's it. A fun fact about me is I used to play American football, and I really, really enjoy it, mainly because I'm a little bit aggressive. That's it. Now I'm gonna
And you
hand
run
over
things.
and I run things. And now I'm going to introduce you to the beard. Over to you.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. So why you might ask why the beard? So that's I sport a beard since I've been sporting a beard since 2019. A fun fact about me uh, is that I love cats. I'm just a crazy cat guy. The male version of a crazy cat lady. That's me.
So yeah,
There we are.
if you are on TikTok, there is that cat purchasing everyone in the neighborhood named Maxwell. I don't know if you know
No.
Sorry.
Maxwell the cat. You should definitely saw that cat. It's unbelievable. He's
I'm not a
chasing all in the neighborhood.
I've just learned something about Africans that I didn't know. I'm going to keep it to myself.
I know, but Trump said we eat cats and dogs.
We ate the you know.
To be specific, he said Haitians eat cats. I'm just saying that. None of us are Haitian. So
I know,
I was-
but yeah, but Haitians. I mean, listen, they're the closest thing to us. I've
yeah,
been
that's
Haiti.
true.
They,
For
Yeah,
sure.
listen, that you can't tell they're us. Honestly,
That's fair. Fair. But for clarification, none of us eat cats.
no, just dogs,
Right.
dogs. Yeah,
Just-
don't insult us, just dogs.
They're all listening.
Deji,
So
over to you.
my name is Jigo, and a fun fact about me, it's I play internet frisbee.
You play
Internet
ultimate
frisbee, ultimate frisbee.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is
well,
so
I mean,
sick.
Yeah, but I was playing in my country, the neighborhood, and all of my friends telling me that, bro, you're playing some bougie sports. What the hell is that? It's not bougie at
Frisbee's
all.
bougie.
Oh God.
that's like one step. I mean, next step is lacrosse. Lacrosse.
How'd you get from frisbee to
I mean, that's in the totem pole of bouginess. Yeah, it's like lacrosse is next.
no, that's
Yeah,
fine.
lacrosse is next. No, but everybody introduced themselves except me. So let me like okay, let me just say myself. My name is Pedro, aka P Funk, aka Angola's finest, aka that's it. I mean, I don't have any nicknames. You know, it's just I'm just a regular guy that loves basketball, that loves to talk about basketball. As you can see, there's Angola. Oh, this way, Angola Players is this platform that we created. So we talk about Angolan basketball and African basketball in general. So it's a pleasure and a privilege once again. And then let's talk about basketball.
So I thought we'd get started by having a little bit of a game. Everyone who knows me knows I like a game. So we're gonna each say a statement, and then the rest of us are gonna say swish if we agree or miss if we disagree. So who would like to go first?
Ladies first.
Okay. My statement is Nigeria are the best thing to come out of Africa in terms of basketball in the last 30 years.
Miss.
What are you talking about?
30 years, I mean.
Can I
Is
rebuttal?
is
Can
there
I
anything
at least-
between a swish or a miss?
No, it's just swish or miss. That's it. You either agree with me or you disagree with me. I think it would be better for you if you all just agreed with me.
Uh, I'm switching on this one.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
It's a switch for me.
What?
Yeah, it is a
Okay.
switch. It's a switch.
Okay, let's get a tie.
Now I'm wondering. Yeah, it's a little bit fun if we had something like in between both of the switching this. But yeah, for me, it's kind of 50-50.
It can't be. Either we're good or we're not. Just remember how many Nigerians there are in the world. I just want to remind you.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. If you're claiming the Greek freak,
Threats.
yeah. Okay. You're claiming. If you got to start claiming. Okay, but whoa. You said 30 years come out of Africa, right? As if these bad boys didn't exist.
That's
right?
I'm telling you, we're better than Angola. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So either you agree or you disagree.
No.
That's it.
Potentially.
It's not about potential. I said now we are the best thing to come out of Africa in the last 30 years. Swish or miss?
Straight miss. Straight miss. Because let me just tell you something. Nigeria, don't get me wrong. You guys are 200 million, super tall, you dunk a lot, whatever. But when you come to the hood, when you come to the real hood, which is Afro basket, I don't see none of that.
I don't know what you're talking about because I remember that Nigerian women are 4-time Afro basket back-to-back champions. So you can talk about the men all you want. We dominate on this continent.
Yeah, women, I give you that.
But I said all of us as Nigerian. So if you take what the women do and what the men do, you put it together, we're better than everybody else. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
We got 11 men Afro basket, and we got 2 women. So 13 beat. Just realistically speaking, in terms of I'm a straightforward guy. You guys have the most potential. So many NBA players, this and that, guys in college. Yes, I give you that. But in terms of African competitions, men's Afro basket, women's Afro basket, and club competitions, there's no way you can't mess with us. Put some respect in our name, man. Honestly, you got to put some respect.
All right. Well, D has to tie it.
He's gonna. Of course.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say, D? Remember who your friends are, innit?
Yeah, I think it's a total miss. Oh, I don't know because I'm taking it the way that you're taking it, like to gotta the number of championships as high into women's and men's. I think it's kind of unfair because Senegalese basketball has 11 championships in women's and 6 in men's. So when you combine that, 17 championships. So yeah.
Fine. If that's how you want to be about D, fine. All right, my statement is done. Who's next?
I'm joking. That's a switch.
Oh Lordy Lord.
Thank you.
Oh Lordy Lord. Okay. Can I go next? Because I'm fired up now.
Yeah, go on. Let's go.
Okay.
My statement: the Cape Town Tigers are the new powerhouse of Africa.
Oh, that's a miss.
That's a miss.
Oh, period.
Please elaborate.
Straight one. Miss.
They were claiming that. And then everyone was going to go. You remember that? They were claiming that. I was like, hey, hold your horses. Hold your horses.
You guys are going to make me cry.
No, because everyone was like, you a hater. They're doing this. They got Billy Preston, and they got Zaire Wade. And
but I have a question. Yeah, I was saying, do you guys have something sort of a beef between Angolans and Africans? What's going on?
South Africa, has beef.
No, they invaded us. This is still. You don't go into. We like. Okay, we were helping Namibia, whatever, and then all of a sudden, they invaded us. They leapfrog one country to go to our country. That's like, it's personal now. But no, we don't have any problems with that. There's no beef. But there's some. I think in my way is like a little bit of fake it till you make it, and then they have the whole infrastructure, they have everything, but they're not a basketball country. And you saw at the Afro U18, they're not they're not a basketball country. They were able to get all these people to go to the BAL or whatever, pack stadiums and this. But then when their own national team was playing, there was nobody. You know, so like but they put a good show. It was like Hollywood. It was kind of like they put a good show. But
Someone else go before people from Cape Town start hating on us, please.
No. Hey, I got mad love. Listen, I got mad love for South Africa, my South African brothers. Even the CEO, the Raphael Edwards. I mean, come on, he's a cool dude, man. He's my age.
He's very nice.
Yeah. No, he was trying to build. He was trying to promote. You know, like I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, like everyone thinks I have beef with South Africa. No, I just don't go there. Just I don't go there. Hey, you will not find me there. Hey, no, I will not go there because yeah.
All right, Jonathan, what's your statement?
So it's a bold one, really bold one. Libya is the next big thing in Africa in terms of basketball.
I'm gonna say Swish on that. I think they've got something. The thing is, you see the thing about Libya, yeah, is they've got that like North African bubble where North Africa has structure that the rest of a lot of other African countries wish they had and they don't. And I think Libya is now starting to tap into how to structure basketball in a certain way. And then you watch like their club competitions, they pack out their arenas, like they sell tickets. So once they've worked that out, and then they go to the grassroots and they go through their school and their college system, I actually think the sky is the limit. My question would be though, are Libyan basketball players as good as Tunisian or Egyptian basketball players? And I think that's where the question will be, because before they come and face Nigeria, Angola, South Africa, they need to do South Sudan. They got to make it out of zone 1, no? Right? Yes. And zone 1 is a lot. Yeah, exactly. So 4
or 5 countries.
Yeah, but they do have less countries. Zone 1 is only 4 countries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tunisia, Algeria, Libya,
Morocco?
There's another country. Morocco.
Morocco. Yeah. No, I think that's a Swish. I think it's a Swish.
Thank you. It's my point, because what they did to Morocco in the pre-qualifiers, AfroBasket pre-qualifiers earlier this year, how the clubs are behaving in the road to BAL. So I'm gonna have something on that. Let's just say in 5 years, maybe they will be where South Sudan is right now. I think in 5 years we could watch. We could try keep watching them and see how it goes. But that's my feeling.
I'm gonna have to. I have like a lukewarm feeling in that. Like, you know, I could say Swish because it happened in the past. I mean, I have friends that Gaddafi gave him money. They play for Libya. You know, my boy Alpha. Like he went to St. John's. He went to not for real. He was playing for the national team. You know, like he got like a bag. You know, and then so if they recover that little, you know, like that financial capability, they can do the same. Getting some nice import players to develop the league, and then I mean, I'm going to go with Swish. I'm going to go with Swish. Yeah,
we're going to go with Swish too. I mean, they made an impressive run to the BL. I mean, last edition. I don't know, but if they can translate the success that they have into the club teams to the national team, I think that they can make it. I mean, if you see, they're doing an unbelievable job down there. So I think it's a Swish. For 5 years, they have a good project, well set, and great organization running all that. I think it's a total Swish, because, you know, in Africa it's easy to catch up. Like whenever you have a organization, so you can catch up real quick.
True. We lost Jonathan though.
He'll be back. He loves us. He'll come back. D, what's your statement?
My statement is Joel Embiid will win an NBA title
Huh?
in the next 2 years.
Miss
Miss.
who?
The next 2 years, guys, think
I mean,
about it.
Is
got
he
no
injured
choice.
right now?
No. He's gonna have to join. If he bandwagons and joins a team, yeah, then because he's not gonna get one on
But
as
you don't believe
a
that he can do
as a top
something
player.
in Philadelphia?
Say
I
what?
don't think. Oh, go on.
I was saying, if you don't think that he can do something in Philadelphia, because I mean, he has a solid core. Paul George and Tyrese Maxey.
Here's the thing.
He's not going.
I love Paul George. But he is not a game changer. Do you know what I mean? Like Embiid is not somebody who. He's not a Doncic. He's not a Giannis. He's not a LeBron. Like, do you know what I mean? It's almost like, and I love Kyrie. I think I have a crush on Kyrie, but Kyrie isn't a game changer. You know what I mean? He's a secondary player.
Yeah, true.
You add him to a roster, and he helps bolster that roster. But him by himself, he's not like the guy. Yeah. But I love him. I just want you to. I love you, man. Yeah. So that's yeah, and that's what Embiid is to me. That's how I feel like Embiid is to me.
And he needs to stay healthy, and he has a problem like from even when he was in college. Because listen, check, I'm gonna share it with you. I got footage of him playing against a friend of mine. Like he was on a junior varsity team. He was on a JV team. He was terrible. He improved so much. The way this kid developed, my head goes off because there's so many guys that get to the league, get to high school, and then they don't. All they do is like drop step dunk, drop step skyhook. No, this kid developed, and he's skilled. He's one of the most skilled players in regardless of position. He's amazing. But then he needs to stay healthy though. He needs to stay healthy. Yeah, that's the problem. And being so massive, there's always impact on the joints on the lower limbs. That's the problem.
Yeah, health has always been an issue with him.
Agreed.
Every time that he goes, he's going rampage during the regular season, winning MVPs, average 30 points per game. But when it comes to the playoffs, he becomes like injury or energy drained, so which make him not.
And his knees not good. He's playing with a big ass brace. He played like that in the Olympics. He's still playing with a big ass brace. It's like, so we'll see.
He actually needs to rest properly. But I think the bigger problem is that the NBA regular season is too long. Like it's just there's too many games. So more players get injured more frequently, and it's a lot harder to keep your body like naturally in check. You're having to do things that like you naturally wouldn't necessarily have to do if the season wasn't so long. So in a way, it's not necessarily his fault. I just think like they can cut back on a few games, and I think I would enjoy the NBA more if there was less games. Yeah, and the players would be more healthy.
Yeah, but there's dollar bills, y'all.
You don't think they're making enough money as it is?
No. But the thing is, like more games. Okay, 41 home games, 41 away games, right? The 41 home games. There's an impact on the city, the hotels, people that fly to go to the game, people like restaurants, and so much that goes, all the concession stands. So and then TV rights. That's another thing. You like CBS or TNT or whatever, they paid billions of dollars to be able to, So yeah, it's a question of money because there's one game. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say then if it's really down to that, because let's be honest, nobody's really watching preseason games, but they're still playing them. And those early games, like game 1 to like 4 or 5 of the season, like no one's really tuning in. I tune in the middle of the season. That's kind of where I'm at. Then you need to make bigger rosters, so then when players get injured, you have other players who can replace them.
Yeah, but now they got 18. You can have 18 players, 15, and plus the 3 two-way players. So, but the thing is, no matter the 12th guy is not going to be able to replace. That's
true.
The thing, because they got Drummond. Drummond went back.
Oh
yeah, they got Drummond. Yeah, they got Drummond and whatever, but they got rid of Paul Reed. Paul Reed, basketball Paul. He's from because I know him because he's from he went to West Oaks where my kids are. Basketball Paul. He's like, but they got rid of him. He went to Detroit now. I mean, it's a business. It's a business. I'm telling you, it's a business. But I don't think that. Yeah, they talking about, yeah, let's reduce the games, the amount of games, and then can you imagine these guys are monsters. They fly, they fly private, this and that, whatever. But still,
Yeah.
you finish playing, you play like 38 minutes, you do a little workout, whatever, just to decompress, ice tub, this and that. Leave, go to get to the hotel, pack your bags, go straight to the plane, cross country, go to Salt Lake City after that. You in Miami, you play in Salt Lake City in 2 days, and then you have to come back, and it's not easy. The NBA started changing a little bit, having to like this away games, like back to back, but in the same city, but still, man, it's but that's the way they are. Like even they stopped playing like this in high school. They play like that, not the travel,
that's
but
true.
they play, and then college they play all the time. Come on, my kids play. I don't know. They play like three times this week, three games.
That's crazy. Because I don't even in football, I think you play twice in a week. Not American football. I mean, like
soccer, right?
Football.
Yeah,
Soccer.
you play Euro competition, and then
it's like you qualify to play into the UEFA Champions League or any European Cup.
Yeah, but it's still only twice a week, no?
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
But there's the AAU culture. Sometimes there's 3 games a day. They coming from there.
That's crazy.
They coming from there. You play 1 game of 9, 1 game of 12, 1 game of 6. It's because there's the scouts going to be there. So I know. But if you make it, you make it, brother. If you make it, you make it. Come on, listen. I want to tell you one thing. I was talking to a college coach, and he mentioned one player, Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes was the number 7 pick or number 6 pick. Yeah, and he got the Rookie of the Year. He signed for $250 million. Can you imagine his contract is $250 million?
Crazy.
A 22-year-old guy, 23-year-old.
What are you gonna do with that money?
It's crazy.
I mean, I know 200. Come on, what's his name? Tatum signed for 300, right? No, what's the other guy?
Yeah.
It was Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. The
300.
thing is, I'm sorry, am I the only one who thinks Jaylen Brown is overrated?
Finals MVP. I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna say something. If he had his own team, because he has to share the spotlight with Tatum, but he's more. He's a more. Everyone try to dog on him or whatever. Oh, you can't go left. You can't. He is not overrated. He is not marquee player.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just fine. I mean, as a secondary player, you have on the team that can average something like 23 points a game. I mean, that's something, and it's very valuable for basketball.
And plays defense.
Yeah. The NBA hates to play defense.
Yeah, I know.
He's a two-way player, elite scorer. Yeah. Sometimes he messed up, but if you watch the playoffs last year, he was really the one that was always stepping up when Jason Tatum was having bad games.
Yeah.
All right, fine. All right, but enough about the NBA because we're not here to talk about that. Dee, do you want to tell us why we decided to start this podcast?
If I remember correctly, I think it was something very funny that happened. We were into the WhatsApp group chat and we were having like a chat about BAL and some gossip topics that was in, I don't know if you guys remember that story.
I remember, yeah.
We talk about the group chat. I mean, something like 200 messages. And crazy. This according to my notification, it was something like 7 a.m. in Senegal. And I see people talking. And Isa was there telling, guys, you guys made great points. Why shouldn't we start doing a podcast?
True.
Yeah.
True.
That story was, it got me. And the thing is, I mean, all the point was really good, but there wasn't any platform or spaces that was talking about those type of topic in the basketball ecosystem in Africa and the things that were happening to BAL. So it was really that, and that's when we really started to explore like the podcasting idea, and OG made it happen.
Now we're here.
Yeah.
Now we're here.
He made
Now
it
we're
happen.
here.
Jonathan joined in. I think Jonathan was the last one that joined in, right? Yeah, that's what's up. And then you have Pedro joining, so it was really fun. They had
Yeah, it was.
great recordings. Unfortunately, that was gonna air.
I know.
Yeah,
No, we had to test first. We had to test. You
Yeah.
know, you got to
yeah,
crawl before you walk. You got to walk before you run. So yeah.
that's for sure. That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, it was really that. It was people that are, I mean, that have mad love and respect for the game of basketball in Africa and the continent, having impact into their own communities for the basketball system and wanted to their voices to show up. You know, it was that. And we were kind of tired to always listening
Trying
to
to have some light.
creators, as in the American creators, and just as Africans, knowing our game, knowing our continent, and our ecosystem, has in no platform to talk about it. So I think the general idea went from that. And yeah, now we made it happen. Thank God.
Amazing.
No.
We continue.
And Jonathan, what would you say is a good reason for people to listen to this podcast?
So, why should people listen to us? Because I think we know what we're talking about. Everyone here is connected in one way or more to basketball. So you people know what you're saying. Mm, we try to keep it fun. We and we try to bring you something different about the game. I mean, it's not just a game result or, or a table. At the end of the day, it's also some point of view on which player can impact the game in the future. I mean, like we were talking just earlier about which players could be the best player in Africa, which team can be the next big thing in Africa. So I think that's why people should listen to us.
Awesome. Pedro, is there anything you want the listeners to know about our show?
A lot of times we Africans are the last ones to be heard. Sometimes we beg for a seat at other people's tables, and then we decided no, we're gonna start our own table. They can come join us because our voices need to be heard, and we like Jonathan said, we know what we're talking about. This is not our first rodeo, especially the OG out here. Like she knows what she's talking about, and then it's a way of we're not always right. If we say something wrong, we more than welcome to be contradicted and say, hey, listen, and then because we will learn. You know, this is a platform that is gonna we're gonna bring people as guests. You know, it's not gonna be only us four. We're gonna hear the other because there's always other sides of the story too that needs to be, so the narrative cannot be, oh, we know everything. We're not we just here, we're gonna say our truth, like in a very I'm not gonna say we have to be how can I say, okay, let me just try to put it. We're not gonna start any controversy, we're not gonna start gossip, it's gonna be straight facts. And then if people don't like it, they can come to our show and talk about it. That's how we solve our differences, by talking, a dialogue, and then we all in different places in the world, some are in Europe, some are in Africa. We're from all four of us are from four different African countries, and that's what a united Africa is scary. So that's why we talking about we're not we French speaking, English speaking, Portuguese speaking. No, we're all Africans. Before we were Nigerian, Angolan, Senegalese. We were all African. So let's keep it that way.
All right, so now you know a little bit more about us. We're going to get into another game, and this one is called Quick Fire Questions. So each of us have one. If we have time, we'll maybe do 2 questions to everyone else in the group, and you just have to give your immediate answer to the question. No discussion. It is what it is. Be prepared. We don't always all agree on everything, just so you know. All right. So I went first last time, so I'm not going to go first this time. Would anyone like to volunteer?
Who's gonna get second place in next year's AfroBasket? Because we know who's gonna be first.
But definitely not Angola.
There's
second
one
place.
before I'm going to answer the. There was one coach that I admired for, it was a coach of the Houston Rockets. His name is Rudy Tomjanovic, and he said, "Never underestimate the heart of a champion." I'll leave it at that.
Okay, veteran. Second place, I believe this AfroBasket is going to go to South Sudan.
And you talk about Nigeria being first.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, no. Wait. Nigeria is not going to be first. Like, let's be clear. But
okay,
yeah,
podium.
Give me remember, podium. We can't discuss it. South Sudan.
Okay.
Said it.
Second place, South Sudan. Okay.
Yeah. Who's next?
I'll go next. I think Tunisia will go second. Second place.
Okay, so second team would be. I'll take the bet on that. Côte d'Ivoire.
Really?
Oh, okay.
All right. So Pedro, who do you think is second place?
Second place?
Yeah.
I mean, the second place. To me, I would say Senegal.
Huh?
Really? Living in ourselves like that. Thank you for your optimism.
No. Honestly,
that's what that is. That's optimism.
Because check this out. Let me just say why. Okay. Now
sorry. Can we just say? Can we be very clear though? Senegal didn't even make it into the OQTs. Cameroon went to the OQTs. So if anyone's gonna come like top 3, I would have picked Cameroon over Senegal.
But you know what?
That's just wild thing you're throwing out.
And I got there's a what's the name? There's something to my method to my madness. Okay. If you realize the AfroBasket doesn't qualify for anything now, right? So all the big stars are not gonna go. Think about it. Do you really think? So that's a plot twist right now, because if you think about it, do you think all these NBA players are gonna go and risk, a contract year? I'm gonna go for what? You don't qualify. South Sudan's gonna go because they wanna win something in the continent. But like all the others, there's no incentive for them to go. So hence, I mean, I know Jean-Jacques Boissy's gonna kill it, man. I love that kid. I love that kid, man. I love that kid.
I think Badio is better than Jean-Jacques. I'll be honest. I think he just doesn't get rated. Yeah, he doesn't get rated enough. Or he doesn't. No, it's not that. He doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah, true.
I think that's
what
it is.
I don't think they see him that much because he plays. Yeah,
exactly.
That's another thing. Yeah,
exactly.
But Jean-Jacques, he plays. VAL. He does.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
So then we hear about him all the time. But Badio, from 2021, he was killing it.
No, Badio is a clear number one. He's a clear number one.
He is. He's a.
Badio,
I remember he played here. I'll let you go.
Why are you laughing? I haven't even finished my sentence.
I know what you're going to say. I know.
Well, I was just going to say, if you're listening, I heart you. Okay. If you're listening,
OG and her dating story. You should do that.
What can I say? I love me some African men. That's what I'm going to say.
There you go.
That's it. All right, let's go on to the second quick fire question. Do you got one?
I'll go. Who do you think will win the BAL next year?
That's a
Starts
good
with a P.
question.
Starts with a P.
No way.
I'm not taking
Listen, we had this conversation last year. And I
feel like, sorry, it was fluky. You won by fluke.
But what? Wait. So when we lose and we lost by fluke,
I gave it to you very kindly, telling you, go take your BAL.
No, listen. No. Hey, listen. We're gonna run it back.
No, you're
we
not.
will run it back. Okay, all right. We had this conversation. Like, listen, when Petro, I remember in the group chat when Petro lost, I was driving. I remember I was gonna pick up my not my stepmother, my mother-in-law, and then I was driving and then watching the game, and Petro lost, right? And then I was being bombarded by, and I was like, oh Lord. But hey, listen, I didn't hide behind the phone. I didn't hide behind the phone.
No, you
correct.
didn't.
I said,
you
like, listen,
up.
we lost, but wait till next year. Prophecy.
He did say that. He did.
Prophecy. And then when Petro was like not playing very well, whatever.
Once made it back to back. I don't think we have any back.
No one has made back. No one's done back to back.
So Pedro,
I mean, listen. Just because it hasn't been done, right? Just because, like I say, hey, it starts with a P. There you go. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Okay. D, who do you think is gonna win?
I think really that team. Nah, I'm giving a chance to. I think if Petro keep their core players because there is turnover going on.
D, how are you doing this?
Hey, listen to me.
What are you thinking right now?
Yo, the thing with the BL thing is that you never know, like who's qualifying and then who's gonna maintain his core together. Like in Senegal, we had AS Douane coming up last year. This year it's not even AS Douane, it's Ville de Dakar. It's a whole lot of turnover going on. So it depends on. I guess you'll never know till you got the rosters right.
But, no, that's a cop out. You can't say. You have to pick a team. So pick a team.
Yeah, I mean,
you picked already.
Or whatever you want. I mean, but I think Petro de Luanda will back to back. Unfortunately,
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I think Rivers Hoopers.
Oh, I knew it.
And I'm not saying. Hold on. I just want to clarify. I'm not saying that because I'm Nigerian. Okay, I want to be that very clear. I'm saying it because what they did last year really surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. I was talking the most crack about them in the group. You guys saw me. I said they had no chance, and then they came up third. I was like, what? That came out of nowhere. And I think they're keeping the same team, just adding a few more weapons. Maybe a stronger point guard is something that they were really lacking in. And there's maybe a secondary two guard, because the secondary one they had, I think, was quite weak. But their front court was strong. And I really think like they've got momentum behind them. They like playing together. They actually like each other. They like being around each other. So I think it's going to be them.
No, they're missing a big piece. David A.K.
Who?
Oh yeah, he went to the G League, right?
Oh yeah, he went to the G League.
He went to the he played in the Summer League, right?
Yeah, but I think he's in the G League now.
Yeah, he's in the G League. But it's always the thing with the teams. Like you never know until the season is set. After 2-3 couple of games, you see who is who. But I think Petro has. I mean, if they keep their core together, because I think it's the most consistent team in the tournament, because all the teams around Africa are having a lot of turnovers to their players.
Yeah, true.
Okay, while the bid works on his technical issues, we're gonna move on to the next segment, which is for each of us to pick a league or an event in Africa that we want the audience to know about. So you get 60 seconds to sell your story. Who wants to go first? I'll go first. I would like you to all know about the WBLA, formerly the AWBL.
WBL. Yeah.
Yes, right. Thank you. It's had so many name changes. The reason why is it is our first official women's, let's say, continental club competition. You get to see all the stars from Africa and a few stars from beyond. We've had WNBA players play in the competition. every year it improves in terms of the coaches, the players, the competition itself, and the social media. I say that because I did the social media, so I know I'm getting better every year. But it's just a fun competition. And in a world where women's sports is actually growing, in the last 5 years, we've seen an increase in the amount of money spent on advertising and the amount of infrastructure put in women's sports, whether that's football, basketball, rugby, tennis. Africa as a continent, we are doing our best to also capitalize on that. So if you've got something that you want to show the next generation this December, that's where you need to be at. We're going to be in Senegal, I'm going to say Dakar. Come join us, come hang out, gang, and all that. And just come hang with the ladies because we play ball. We're ballers out here. Come on. D, you're coming to the games, right?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, cool. You'll see me and D just like kikiing in the corner. Just hi. Yeah. So that's my event. All right. Who's next?
I'll go next. But OG, I think we will now have the opportunity to really end up that debate about jollof rice. I mean, it's the perfect time to kind of end that debate and to put a scale between
I agree.
Jollof rice, Kenyan jollof rice, and Nigerian jollof rice. I know that you're a little bit biased, but
I'm gonna try though. I'm willing to try though. I'm not one of those Nigerians who's closed-minded. I'm gonna eat all the food, and then I'll tell you. Yeah.
Nice. That's what's up. So the event that I wanted to share with everybody, it's the Youth Olympics that will happen in Dakar in 2026. We're actually in a teaser event. Yesterday we had Antoine Jamison here in Dakar. So the youth, it's actually a teaser event to kind of tease the actual event that will happen in 2026. Now we're having a basketball tournament between teams in Africa, like youth players and youth level Africa playing 3-on-3 basketball in a more organized way to kind of tease the actual Olympics that will happen in 2026. So that was the main event. I will share it to the community. It will be fun. You will guys discover Dakar, the seas, the seafood, the view, the nightlife is actually unbelievable here, and we have great taste of music. So guys, if you can pull up to the AW, it will be awesome. And then the Youth Olympic will be that will happen in 2026. Will be also awesome and happening in Dakar.
Awesome. Pedro, what's your event?
Needless to say, my event is one that this little country of 1,245,000 kilometers, 700 square kilometers, used to dominate. It's coming home, right? The AfroBasket is coming home, 2025. It was. I think number 12 is coming home. So I'm saying that Luanda is a multicultural city. The country. I mean, I think we're gonna have different venues, but Luanda is gonna be the main venue. We very hospitable. We say, come over here. We watch our team beat your team, but we can go. Like you say, you can go out to you can go to the beach. We can go to the clubs. Luanda is the place to be. It will be the place to be in 2025. Please come. Don't get your feelings hurt because it's gonna, once you come, we're gonna be boys outside of the.
I love your confidence. You know what's hard? It's to lose a title in your home.
I know.
But that's what's going to happen. That's what's crazy.
But you know what?
2019. It was a rainy day. Nigeria beat Senegal in AfroBasket. In a rain. We organized that one at Dakar Arena. It was one of my worst days. But it's very hard.
I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know because do you really think? Okay, because it happened to us. We hosted AfroCan, and we got 6th place or 7th place, 6th
Yeah,
place.
that was a bad one. Yeah.
Actually worse.
But you know what? They had the coach say, "Oh, we didn't plan on winning." Are you kidding me?
Huh? What?
Yeah, you went on national. First of all, like the Spanish coach got rid of they didn't have any big men. No, they played with no centers. They had a bunch of wings. And then they said, "Oh yeah, but we just hosted it because he wanted to play. It was to test it, come on, please, man. Come on." You just say, "Hey, own up. We lost. But in order for this not to happen again, we're gonna make some adjustments, Yeah. The refs, they're gonna blow the whistle a little bit,
I love that. We're gonna make adjustments.
Yeah, we're gonna make some adjustments,
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna make some adjustments. We can't lose at home. Are you crazy? No. Power outage.
Power outage is crazy.
Nah, that's one of the worst experiences that you can have, like to lose in your, when you're hosting.
I mean, that happened to Nigeria in the pre-OQTs. We hosted it, and we were shockingly bad. It was embarrassing to watch, and I hope that doesn't happen to us again. The only way it won't happen is if we just don't host. I think we should just stop hosting, and just win in other people's places. I think that would be great if we could just do that. Yeah. That's my solution.
Yeah, hosting is great because you promote your time, your basketball, but it's better when you win. See what happened in the AFCON when Cote d'Ivoire won it.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
It was a complete party. It was awesome.
Yeah,
it's a great experience winning. But remember, in the AFCON, they was losing first. They will come back.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, when they start winning, now the story and the narrative changes a bit. When they made it the cup staying home, it was probably one of the best feelings Ivorians have lived in a match in the last decades.
They're gonna keep that feeling for a long time. I don't think something like that goes away real quick.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's good.
All right, we're coming to the end of our first episode, which is a shame. But you can catch us weekly, right? Guys, we're going to do this every week, right?
Every week.
Yeah,
rain, snow.
Yeah.
We won't be here. And Jonathan will be back. Wait, hold on. Jonathan's there. Oh, hey, Jonathan. Lord. You know what? This is what it's about. Sometimes things work, sometimes things don't. It's life. Keep it moving. We're not mad about it. All right. I will give you a little teaser. If you don't know, there's this little competition called the Road to BAL Elite 16 that will be finishing this weekend. We've got semi-finals starting tomorrow, and we also have the Elite 16 East will be, so that was the West Division. The East Division will be starting, so we'll be talking about that and what we think of the teams that have made it so far and some of the games that we've watched. And then we're just going to be talking about some other things. So we'll bring you information about players that are playing in the country as well as outside. We're going to talk about youth and women's basketball as well, and any other trending topics that we think are fun and interesting. Have I missed anything, guys?
No. It was clear and perfect, like usual. As ladies.
Guys, you're making me blush. Stop it. All right, you can catch us on all social media platforms on Swish Nomads. You can watch the video recording on our YouTube channel, and you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify. And that's it. Pedro, do you want to give us the final word?
This is a wrap for episode number 1, and we expect it to be one of 1,000, 100,000. We're going to be here for the long run. talking about African basketball, the way we see it from an African perspective. Once again, I want to thank my co-hosts to be, first of all, the OG, the boss lady, to be straight to the point, to be micromanaging us, which is which we needed. We need a feminine touch. Honestly, we need a feminine touch. And then we wouldn't be here without her. You know, we wouldn't be here without her. And then I'm man enough to say thank you, OG. Thank you. This is your baby. This is your baby. This is our project, but it's your baby.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you for the bottom of my heart. You got experience in podcasts. This is my first. I'm a newbie. I'm a rookie. My first podcast, and then I'm here to stay. Okay, so thank you very much. Catch us next week. We're gonna be bringing more thunder. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.